So what you're seeing is a baby chicken moving around inside of the egg. And this is my first time hatching chickens, and it is my first time successfully being able to candle one of these chicken eggs. So I've had some issue kind of candling my chicken eggs until now, and I'm pretty excited to actually be able to candle one of these and see the veins and the movement of the baby chickens. I really do focus a lot on ducks, and they're so easy to candle and see through the shells, especially the white shells. So a good portion of the chicken eggs that I am hatching do not have light colored shells. They are colored or dark shells, so it's been difficult to see through them. Now we are 7 days away from hatching according to my clock, and there's a lot better veining and movement of the embryo. I'm so used to duck eggs. This is much different, and the embryo looks different than what I would expect from duck eggs. So this is definitely a learning experience for me, but I think it's a really cool one. This doesn't mean that I'm suddenly going to start keeping chickens or even considering it right now. It's just something I thought I would try because I am so used to candling duck eggs and really focused on my ducks right now. Now, I do have a child that refuses to eat duck eggs for whatever reason. Probably the taste and texture. It is different than a chicken eggs to me if you have a more refined palate. So in the future, maybe keeping chickens wouldn't be so bad. I just haven't had the best of luck with chickens compared to ducks, which to me are much easier. But either way, it's really exciting to see some veining inside of this chicken egg. And I'm so excited to see them hatch and to see what we might actually end up with within the next 7 days when hatches. Now here's actually one of the blue eggs, the one that I had the most significant problems with trying to candle earlier, and as you can see, the egg is starting to get filled up and you can see veining really well. So I suppose my problem is that I thought when I was candling chicken eggs I would be able to see things as early as I can duck eggs. And maybe if you're more experienced that's possible, but I'm just using a regular flashlight right now and it kind of has the spotlight on it, so maybe it's just that it requires a different kind of light than what I'm used to, and that could help. Now I am excited to see all of this happening, and I can actually see the baby moving around a little bit, so that is a really cool thing to experience. I'm super nervous about these eggs hatching. I really am. I have had an egg that didn't do well, and it was one of these blue eggs, and I actually went to remove it and the whole top just popped off and it popped open and oozed everywhere inside of my incubator. I have had several eggs leak, so at this point if I get 1 or 2 viable chicks out of this, I will be excited. I really still don't know exactly what to expect. You can kind of see in this egg the baby a little bit better than all the other eggs, and I think it is because this chicken egg is actually one of the smallest chicken eggs in the incubator, and the blue one I was just candling is actually one of the largest chicken egg. Actually, it is the largest chicken egg in the incubator, but closely followed by some of the large brown eggs that kind of look like Maran eggs. Now, of course, now it's kind of getting into a weird lighting, but there we are again. But you can kind of see the babies moving around. The veining is really good in this one, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm a little blurred, so I must be losing it got kind of hard to see a minute ago because I was losing grip on the chicken egg, which I definitely don't want to drop one of these after all the hard work put into it. But look at this. To me, these were a little more hands-on than the duck eggs because the humidity wasn't supposed to be as high, so it was a little harder for me to control that low humidity when I'm used to dumping certain amounts of water in with the duck eggs and knowing exactly how much equals the humidity that I want. Look at that. I apologize if there's a lot of noise in the background. Everyone in the house is still awake. That means they're doing their own things, from watching TV to hanging out, playing games, studying. So it's going to be significantly more noisy than usual. But I still think it's really cool to kind of keep track of this project of chicken egg hatching because it's something new to me and something that I really want to remember what worked and what didn't, and maybe I can help someone else out along the way. So the temperature's dropped a little bit, and it's only because I had the lid off. And you can see where it says there's 7 days left. And because I put this in late at night after New Year's, that's kind of why the day counter is not changing till closer to midnight. But it shows 24% humidity, and it was 35, I think, before. But I did go ahead and add a little bit of water into it. The issue with adding water here is that I found that the humidity will just shoot up randomly in here, even when I only add a small amount of water, which was hard for me to kind of adjust to. And so really, I read that the goal is 55%. Now I have added some water just now, so it's going to increase over the next 20 minutes or so. But I'm still kind of struggling to get that right. That is something with chicken eggs that I just haven't quite figured out yet. And also, for some reason, the temperature is shooting up to 102, and that is unusual because I've never seen it go over 100.5 until now. So that is definitely different, and I'm wondering what in the world is going on with my incubator.